It couldn't have been pleasant, finding out about Reika like you did.
Reika's really been alive? All this time? I've been sleepwalking through the past 4 years for no reason.
Reason's got nothing to do with grief. Sometimes sleepwalking is the only way you can get anywhere. You couldn't have known.
What do you know? You weren't there when it happened. You didn't see her.
No. But you did. And I don't envy you the experience. But tell me, you ever wonder which would be worse? Seeing it happen? Or missing it entirely?
What are we discussing here, Luther?
You know me. You're flapping my gums. What I mean to say is, I'm sorry it was such a shock. And I'm gonna help you however I can.
Aruna, wondered when you stopped by. You look like a woman with questions. And you're in luck, kiddo. I might just have some answers.
Thank you, George. I gather you and Luther are old friends.
Partners in crime for longer than I care to remember. Opposite sides of the same old coin.
Funny, you strike me like you don't have a care in the world. As for Luther, I know he puts on an air of levity, but there's a deep sadness to him, like lingering smoke.
Now hold up there. I'm not in the habit of spilling another man's beans, and definitely not based on you sensing smoke, no matter how much I want to help you. Maybe there's another reason for what you're sensing.
Well, I don't know when he last washed that coat, but...
I don't either, but here's hoping he's caught in the rain sometime soon, eh? Luther, if not for that man, I'd be dead a dozen times over. That darkness, it might be the only way he keeps the pain in check. Pain like Luther's got, it'll never go away. So he uses it. It's what drives him to help people when he can, and fight those who'd unleash suffering on the world. It's why he'll never have a more loyal friend, or determined enemy. Or sometimes, both at once. Remind me to tell you the story of how he and I met sometime.
Bukra?
That's right.
May I? Should we have a look? Bloody hell.
Vincent's not much for understatement. What you did back at the temple? What was that?
It's difficult to describe. It's like seeing events before they actually happen, and then making them real.
I've never seen anything like it. You have unique Umbric abilities. A real quester.
You're a quester.
I'm a student of secrets, but I will never see the fold. It's a limitation. You touch the fold. Feel it. My mother would call you Nganga. The healer who communes with the other world. Like magic, I suppose.
I don't feel very magical.
Precisely. It's natural to you. Cogs and sprockets, books and diagrams. That is where I live.
Do Ascendants really follow these doctrines?
Ah, here we are. Speaking of, I have some reading to do.
on Sintra. Meet me in the bridge.
Let's have that story then.
Sure. How's that one go again? Right. This was back in 73? No, 74. Eventually, they called that particular bloodbath the Red River War. At the time, we just called it hell. I was on the Union side.
What's the holdup?
The Indians, well, they had Luther.
Indian? I thought this was... right. You're saying Luther fought American soldiers.
It was a different army. And he was different then, too. The people that raised him were fighting to their last stand against enemies who would never stop coming, it turned out. I was part of the 9th Cavalry. We'd taken losses, they'd taken losses, the whole thing turned into chaos. Leastways, it sure seemed that way. Especially when I got separated from my regiment. I'd only just realized I was cut off when a stray shot, whose I couldn't say, they had long rifles themselves, went straight through my horse's neck. Next thing I know, I'm waking up next to a dead horse and a bloody tree stump with a bloody knot on my forehead. Don't know how long I was out, but the battle had moved on. I'd just gotten to my feet, had to make sure I could, when Luther found me. He'd been scouting our flank and his own horse threw him when a cannon spooked her. My rifle was under a ton of dead horse, but I managed to draw down on him just as his pistol cleared the holster. So we stood there, two bloody, muddy fools on a cold battlefield, moments away from ending each other's stories for good. Don't worry. A bunny rabbit stopped us, but that's a longer story. I gotta tell you, that Vincent sure knows how to stock a bar.
This coin belongs to the Leap Year Society.
Haruna to the bridge. Repeat. Haruna to the bridge. You're holding up the whole operation.
If we come in low, along this line, the ridge should hide our approach.
That's a good hike from the Quinta.
Any closer and we risk detection.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Ah, Haruna. I'd like to introduce you to Fortunato, mapmaker extraordinaire and our designated navigator. That tall order over there is our pilot, Astrid. You can thank her for losing our Ascendant friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Piacere.
Good to meet you, Haruna.
We're coming in on Sintra. I'll be heading down to the landing platform in a few.
There you are. Everyone on a ship can have an effect on her course, and the smallest shift in weight can require a course correction. A navigator must know of everyone on board, the way the conductor of an orchestra must be aware of every instrument, and when they are to play.
All right. And?
So, I wanted to get a look at you. I'm not judging your fashion sense. I just wanted to eyeball your weight. Out of context, I can hear how that sounded awkward.
Hello, Fortunato.
Welcome aboard the Morning Star, Haruna. You'll soon find the crew is the orchestra, and our quest is a symphony. It will be intriguing to see how the notes you bring will add to our harmony.
I'll do my best to stay in tune, Maestro.
Do you enjoy the arts, Haruna? Does a questor have time to do anything as simple and enjoyable as attending the opera, for example?
I admit it's not something I've given much thought. There isn't a lot of time for such things. I saw a moving picture once, in Cairo.
Have you ever heard the Great Caruso?
Is that a piece of chamber music? It doesn't sound familiar.
The Great Caruso is not an it, he is a him. The greatest tenor who ever lived.
I'm afraid I don't usually have time to attend the opera. No, that's not true. I never have time to attend the opera.
You must make time. There is no human endeavor as meaningful as music, and no music as purely beautiful, moving, and alive as the opera. And, as luck would have it, Vincent was also a lover of music. Life is a symphony, Haruna. Enjoy the music.
So, tell me, Haruna, how are you adapting to your new surroundings?
Well, the Morning Star is certainly impressive. I've never been aboard anything like it.
Her. Anything like her. Our sea may be the sky, but the Morning Star's still a ship, and every inch a lady. Now listen, please. I want to go over some basic rules for passengers on my ship. And make no mistake, you may be a quester, and you may be helping out, but you are not truly part of this crew. Not until I say you are. Understand. Nothing I am about to say is to be taken personally. It is not your fault that when it comes to airships, you are almost certainly inept at best, dangerous at worst.
Why would I take that personally?
First, you never ever touch these controls. You are not qualified. You are not rated. You are not welcome to twist a single knob or even flip one switch unless I tell you to. Second, Mara, my daughter, is old enough to make her own friends. But if I ever learn Mara has forsaken her future to follow you or anyone else around the globe on some ground-pounding wild moose chase, I will stop you.
Trust me, Captain. Asking anyone else to take on this life? I would never. I don't regret my choices, but they were my own. And Captain, you do know it's goose, yes? A wild goose chase?
Not where I come from. The Morning Star is quite special, you know. Most airships all look the same and fly like slugs.
Why is it... she different?
It's not just her looks. It's her guts, her keel, her ribs. The overpowered engines, the lightweight frame made of alloys the rest of the world won't know about for decades. And she can really move. We exceeded 110 miles per hour during our escape, and sustained it for several minutes before the engines threatened to overheat. That's very fast. Faster than the British Warzeps we flew over China during that Boxer business.
Sorry, British Warzeps?
Zeppelins. Rigid airships, but primitive compared to the Star. Made for war by the British. If not for them, I'd never have met 40. Fortunato. The Royal Sky Navy was in its infancy, and only running secret missions under cover of night. Even the most rigid airship isn't bulletproof. Norway wasn't about to field such a force. So I went where the action was, flying for the Brits alongside an international rogues gallery of pilots from all over Europe. Though I was the only Norwegian, to my knowledge. Fortunato was flying with a reckless Spaniard who got himself killed. Almost took 40 with him. I saw their Zepp go down, and coordinated a rescue in the middle of a dogfight. But we got him out. You're not exactly what I expected, Haruna. And that's good, because frankly, I didn't expect much. But if you'll excuse me, this ship won't make port by herself. It was nice meeting you, Haruna.
All right, let's get to it. All right, Bukra. We're near the manor. You be ready. We may need a quick ticket out of here.
I should have no trouble tracking you, so long as you have your radios. According to the manifest, Reika was held in the mansion. Security will be tight. I suggest avoiding the front door.
You figure? I spent more than a few years studying here. I reckon I know just about every last servant's entrance this manor's got. Just follow me. I'll get us... Hey! Hey! There's no way I'm squeezing through there.
No?
This is gonna be a regular thing with you, isn't it?
Haruna, did you walk out on Luther?
I can cover more ground this way.
Are you crazy? He knows the grounds.
Look, believe it or not, I've done this kind of thing before. I fare much better on my own. Haruna out.
Just get Matos' journal. He knows what Vincent's up to and where Reika could be. This could be over quietly.
Haruna out. Can't risk them giving away my position. I feel a strong convergence in the patterns around this object. A clue, perhaps. Could be something of interest.
Are you certain your machines can contain her? Matos?
Apologies, Vincent. I haven't been quite myself of late.
You've been spending too much time in that capsule. It's taking its toll on your mind.
Have we had this conversation before? Or perhaps we will have it when... Is this... now?
What is that sound?
We have just received word that transports have started rolling in.
Good. Pack all essentials and make sure the doors and windows are all secure. Doesn't look like we'll be back here for a good while.
Top floor?
Same goes for our former guests' accommodations. And do be extra careful with the instruments up there.
Got it.
Former guest. Rekka, looks like I'm headed for the top floor. Goodbye.
Probably nothing.
Bukra, I'm heading for the second floor. I believe it's where they're holding Rekka.
Good thinking. It's a good place to look. And keep your radio on this time,
Will do. Haruna out. I wouldn't want to have his nightmares.
Doc.
Sound again. Probably nothing. So many locations across the globe. Might prove useful.
Careful with that, you two.
This isn't our first job, Mahia.
What exactly is this thing?
Tethering capsule. We need to prep it for shipping.
Didn't we already ship Matos's tethering device to the dig site?
This is an early prototype. Not even sure it works properly.
But why go through all the trouble?
It's headed for Vincent's office in Vienna. Has some kind of sentimental value.
Haruna, Luther's located Dr. Matos.
Matos is here.
You hear that?
Luther's tailing him, but there's a lot of movement around the doctor. He could use your help.
On it.
I'll have to get back to...
Intruder!
This scarf. It belongs to Rekka.
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the Nine, and it has always led to the same place.
But we learn. With each turning, we get closer to breaking the cycles.
By what metric? Look around. This world is turning black with rot, and we've no reason to believe we are any nearer to salvation. And where are the Nine? Hiding away, whispering to themselves, we'll get it next time. We are, all of us, running out of time, aren't we, Rekka? It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Bukra, I might have found something of interest.
Describe it?
Twin metal capsules connected with complex machinery. One Ascendant called it a tethering device. Bukra?
I think Matos might have found a way of tethering Vincent Shay to Rekkas.
What does that mean?
Vincent is obsessed with unleashing Seshin. The trouble is he can't quite reach it. He's a good diver.
But not as good as Rekka.
Precisely. Matos' device solves his problem.
I hate to cut in, but I'm staring at the man himself.
Wait. That sound again.
What sound?
A strange hum. I thought... I just had an encounter with one of Matos' technical marvels.
Describe...
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to hear all about it, but the good doctor won't wait. I suggest you come and join me. Where are you exactly?
The mansion. Top floor.
Huge room? Full of books?
Exactly.
Matos' old office. Look for a passage behind one of the bookshelves.
How do you know this?
I told you. Spent years working here. I know this place inside out.
Be sure to give the place a good once through before heading out.
Nothing. The footholds in that wall could support my weight. Matos is clearly a genius. Matos' workshop. These shackles are woven into Rekka's pattern. She was held here. Beautiful craftsmanship. Terrible message. be something of interest.
You think I'm a monster?
I think you're a child. Naive and wounded. Looking for some shiny bauble to make you feel better.
You mean to tell me that a woman of your abilities can't see the shadows looming? You can't smell the blood in the streets? Or hear the grinding of the war machines? You can't, can you? Oh, Reika. You need Session's help more than anyone.
That's him. Dr. Emilio Matos.
My journal. That's where they find it.
It's all right, Dr. Matos. We'll come back for the book.
Matos is getting away.
Don't worry. I know where they're headed. What I need is journal. Or Bucra's likely to have my hide.
I'd rather have his journal than your hide.
There she is. Our very own guardian angel. Let's give these fellas some dancing lessons.
Those old Hidalgos sure knew how to live, eh? Just look at the work that went into these.
Something's up.
What the?
get out of breath. Got things under control. Let's watch each other's backs.
World ain't saving itself.
Just get the book. I need to get into Matos' head.
I wouldn't recommend it.
The good doctor does seem a bit more offbeat than his usual self.
Matos has always been a trailblazer of Fold exploration. It's no surprise trailblazing left him burnt.
Are you suggesting that the Fold made Matos lose his mind?
The Fold is a strange place. Time and space don't apply there. At least not as they do in this dimension.
It's not so much the Fold drives you crazy. It just shows you what reality looks like behind the curtains. That can be hard to come back from.
What if we hear? Got it.
Keep it safe. It should prove very useful.
Damn it. We got company.
Search the area.
Looks like the main road is no longer an option.
There's a gate nearby that leads to an old garden. Cuts right through the property. Now that we got his journal, we should get right back on Matos' trail.
Next time they do not leave alive.
Any trouble out there?
I'm fine.
Checking it out.
Luna?
Take cover. I'll handle this.
We don't need to follow the trail. I've got an inkling where it's going, and I know a shortcut.
I'll finish you!
There is a strange familiarity to this place.
More right than you think. Centuries ago, the Matos clan led expeditions across the seas. Much of this flora was brought back from those voyages, including from where you might have grown up.
They're explorers or colonizers?
Questers. More focused on the collection and sharing, not so much the profit and pillaging. The Quinta Matos is an homage to those places and the people they visited. The idea here was to commune with the natural beauty of the world, be shaped rather than shaped.
You seem to admire the Matos clan, but not the man himself.
Look, I'm not denying the Doctor's brilliance. Hell, he's on another level.
But
he chose the Ascendants. The worst thing is, he's not even a misguided believer like Mila. He knows Vincent's wrong, and he still chose to support. For what?
to get what he wanted, forsaking everyone else.
That's what I can't forgive. You ready? All right. Got all day. Come on.
This coin belongs to the Lepia Society.
Matos.
Any chance we can avoid trouble down there?
Not this time. We need to go through that checkpoint. And there's no chance in hell we won't be spotted.
Hey!
God damn it. Alarms triggered a lockdown. The gate won't open.
Get ready. There. Luther? And just when I was starting to trust you. My hands on that cowboy.
Come on. What are you waiting for? Well, let's go.
There we go. You went back for the
Onwards.
truck?
Seemed like the thing to do. Wait, you figured I hightailed it? You gotta sort out those trust issues. Let's go. There's Matos's truck. We can catch up with him through that gate.
Did I? angle! You're dead!
Got a line on you! Easy target.
Come on, we gotta keep moving. We're coming up on the well.
The well?
The ceremonial kind, used by questers in the old days.
Some kind of ritual?
You could say that. Downward, into the depths of the unknown. Bodily death, rebirth of the soul, that sort of thing. We're heading down.
I won't be able to track your positions while you're underground. You'll be on your own. So do try to stay out of any serious trouble.
Define serious.
Have you ever been in a terminal?
I've heard stories.
Well, get ready to be impressed.
I will have the Morning Star ready for a quick exit. Good luck.
Luck's got nothing to do with it.
Keep an eye on him, Haruna.
That's a big ask. Another society queen.
best, Rodeo.
So long as you can aim and shoot. Might prove useful.
The world ain't saving itself. The Society opened this tunnel a few years back.
The Society did this? Why not just solve the door puzzle?
We tried.
Did you? How long did you try for, before resorting to Western archaeology? Incredible.
That it is. I remember this path being in better shape, though. This looks like earthquake damage. Watch your step.
The scale of it. Unbelievable. Feels older than the previous section.
It gets older as we near the terminal.
What exactly are terminals?
Conduits. Places where the layers between our world and the Fold are more permeable.
Built by the Sahin.
The Sahin harnessed their power, but they didn't create them.
And who did?
That's one for the ages. Maybe they found them. There. On the bridge below.
Above us, they travel. We soon meet again. Is that verse?
Prayer, maybe.
What was that?
We get there ahead of them most every time. Yes. You spot them.
What's that, Doctor?
Not far now.
We need to pick up the pace. We need to reach the terminal before Matos dives into the Fold. Okay. This makes me feel old. If the stones themselves have moved since I was here last, what does that say about me?
What do you mean?
Well, last I was here, I could have sworn the way down to the giant staircase was the other way, but hey, here we are. You better get a move on. This is incredible. If only the Ascendants could stop and take a look around sometimes, am I right?
Luther, you're a softie.
Right, back to the task at hand. I think we're not far from complete.
What secrets do you hold? Another Sahine fragment.
There's no way we can clear that rubble by hand.
We can't take them out. We blast them out.
I'm not sure we should be using explosives right now.
Look, I've got a dozen men stuck on the other side of that pile of rubble. So unless you have a better idea, start setting those charges.
Okay, Haruna. We gotta be careful here. They'll have some serious firepower down there. Let's have a look before jumping into the fray this time.
Stay low. I'll take care of this.
Apologies.
Next time, we end this.
You okay? Hey, is that... Wait. She's back!
Blood for blood, Quester. But not good enough.
Better now. That's done. Could be something of interest. Might prove useful. This entire place is likely to come down on us.
Better hurry.
The fold. I feel it. It's all around us.
That'll be the terminal. It's like a fast elevator straight into the deep fold.
This material, it feels...
alive. That's Am you're feeling. It permeates everything here.
After Reika disappeared, I thought that's the last I'd hear of Am. The fold, Questers, all of it. I missed it.
But there's one thing I can tell you for sure. It's that this life will never lose you. He's alive.
What's wrong with him?
He's trapped down there in the fold. We can't leave him like this. We gotta get that portal back up again. Matos's machinery's fried, but maybe you can get it open the old-fashioned way. You'll have to power up that Sahin table.
I'll need to redirect the flow of Am to power the table. That's one. The table should work now. Rekka's amulet. What now?
You gotta dive.
What?
If you go in after him, maybe you can, I don't know, bring him back somehow.
You mad? I know you think I'm some sort of master quester, but I'm not. I can't save lives.
Listen to me. Losing your shade in the fold, it's worse than dying. It's like getting your soul torn out. Vincent may not care what happens to Matos, but I can't let him go out like that.
I've never done this before.
No one's ever done it before, until they've done it. Haruna, Matos is our last shot at finding Rekka's trail and salvaging this whole caper. You can do this. You need to do this.
The one time I actually wanted to stick together.
Hail, Wanderer. Never gets old.
Dr. Matos.
Welcome, Haruna. A pleasure, as always.
How do you know my name?
Oh, but we know each other well, my dear. You've been here before, countless times, and so shall you be here again. In fact, you're here right now.
Look, I've never been here before, but I'm going to get you out.
Such determination. You are fascinating every time. But I'm afraid there is no getting out for me.
There must be a way.
My mind is not trained as yours. And my machine is an imperfect solution. Each time my consciousness enters the deep fold, a bit less comes back. Hence the state of my mortal shell.
So, you're trapped here?
Trapped? My dear, I worked my entire life to get here. The fold brings the wonders of eternity to me, just as the sea brings shells to the shore. That I cannot leave is little more than an amusing irony. And I have a greater purpose now. You may not be able to help me, but there's still a chance that I can help you. Ask me.
Rekka.
Where is she, indeed? To answer that, I must first show you something far more important. Walk the path. Just as he that came before you.
Wait, who came before? Damn it! Was that me?
Who you were. Who you might become.
How is this possible?
Hinds of potential. All things existing in motion, crisscrossing the infinite fields of being, carving their paths into the very fabric of the fold.
The patterns of convergence.
Reika understood the patterns like few do. This gift she gave to you. Now, let those patterns reveal themselves.
That voice. Vincent.
Echo from another time.
So close. Vincent, I have never gone this deep. We need to turn back.
It's all right, Nikolai.
We've already lost so many.
Doubt is your only obstacle. And you are strong enough to overcome it. Do not fear death. There is no death in the fold.
Where are they going?
Yes. Where onward, and you shall see her.
I know this place.
Our world is bound to this realm. Past, present, all possible futures are recorded in its fabric. Powerful minds can tune it. Yours has shaped this place.
To say the least.
You've already witnessed how your unconscious can tune the fold. Now, shape it with your conscious mind.
We've lost too many.
Nikolai doubted, just as did the others. Trust in our mission, and we shall triumph. Of this I am certain.
Your hubris has blinded you.
This is far greater than I.
The vibrations of the fold sound a sad song through this place.
Vincent led them to their deaths.
Death? No. They are lost ships, forever searching for home.
Rifters.
There's a fate worse than most. But Vincent feels more than anything.
My God. This looks like... Is it India? I'm here. And everywhere. I thought the first time I came here, Rekka would be too. It's also... alien.
All gone. Weak. Unworthy. Must not succumb. The vastness. So much. Too much to take in. The path is my own. One of many. The one I have chosen. All others are dreamers. Until the dreamer wakes. At last.
You feel it, yes?
so many minds have shattered, Vincent stood strong and felt its ensorceling embrace. It is still far from us, but even here it reaches out through these protean cavities and crevices. Reika.
You know where she is?
Reika proved well worth the trouble of her capture. She revealed the existence of a powerful artifact. I call it the Cambrian device.
What is that?
An instrument of vanity too dangerous to be wielded. The Nine wiped its location from the face of knowledge itself. But I scoured the fold for a trace, and I found it. That moment, I understood the grave error the Nine came close to committing. The Cambrian device must never be used. But out there on the surface, my mind is soft and my lips are loose. So I revealed to Vincent the secret I had learned. Vincent and his men are traveling to Anatolia to secure the Cambrian device. You will beat them there.
What?
Remember, you can see what others cannot. What has been hidden.
Haruna. Haruna!
I'm fine.
What happened?
Matos,
He's dead. It's all right. You're back. That's what's important.
No.
Reinforcements heading. Never gets old.
This is boring.
Find a way out. I could have used your help out there.
There's always
take care
next
of that
time.
bridge. Come in, Booba. Do you read me? Bupra, if you're looking to make a dramatic entrance, this would be the time. Nothing.
We're coming up on daylight. That should give us a better signal.
Morningstar, do you read me?
Morningstar here. You have no idea how glad we are to hear the twang of your voice.
The feeling's mutual. Listen, we're coming in pretty hot here.
We are converging on your look.
Morningstar, we have eyes on you.
We see you!
Now we've got you!
Never a dull moment.
Hear me? That's gonna hurt.
She's tearing us!
Well, I've had a good life. Cutting it kind of close, Bugra.
I know where they're headed. Someplace called Anatolia.
Anatolia?
Of all the godforsaken ruins in the world.
Matos mentioned an artifact. Showed me how to find it.
Anatolia. Haruna will provide you with the details.
We need to reach it before Vincent's fanfare.
How much of a lead do they have?
Close to a day.
The morning star is fast, but there's no way we can make up a day's time.
Here, the Society might be down, but we still have some bite.
But we're not out for the count. You're thinking our friends in Cyprus can intercept Vincent's fleet.
Cyprus is well out of communications range.
We are basically traveling on a gigantic metal frame. The Morning Star can be our antenna.
What's the catch?
The catch is, someone needs to rewire the antenna.
And the antenna are?
Outside. I'm outside. The weather's pretty hairy.
Can you see some antennae protruding from the fuselage?
I see them.
You need to rewire them like I showed you. However, watch yourself. We are a spiritual party that I can't wait to join.
Just keep this steady. I'll worry about the lighting. That's one down.
Good.
On it. That's another one.
I'm going to need a bit more contact. I needed to generate a few more antennas.
There.
One more should do it. That should do it. Hurry back inside.
I'm in.
Hold on, we are switching on the transmitter. I'd wager this signal could message the moon.
Wouldn't that be something?